Hello everyone, I'm Heather and I'm back with another video. Today I'm doing sort of a scrap chat video for you. I've done a couple sort of chatty videos in the past, but I have sort of an idea of not really a series, but just a bunch of topics that are a little bit more meaningful in terms of scrapbooking topics, and I would like to discuss some of them with you. This one is highly inspired by something that the Scrap Gals podcast discussed in the past, and the topic of this video is going to be motivation and validation in terms of scrapbooking. And they posted a podcast last August. It was posted August 9th, 2015, and it had the same title, Motivation and Validation. So I highly recommend you listen to that. I found it really inspirational at the time. I haven't re-listened to it to prepare for this video because I wanted to make sure that my ideas were really inspired by my own thoughts rather than being inspired by what they said. I do recall briefly some of the things they talked about, but I'm gonna just tell you a bit about my motivation for scrapbooking and how I feel validated in terms of scrapbooking and crafting as well. And I'd really love to hear your ideas on this topic, so please feel free to comment below this video and let me know what makes you motivated and validated, and I'd love to hear all about that. So I'll definitely reply if you have any of your own ideas. I'd love to hear them. And if you want a deeper conversation, I really recommend heading over to the Scrap Gals Facebook page, which I will link below. I'll link the podcast and the Facebook page below if you want to check those out. The Facebook group is really a wonderful community where people discuss this sort of thing all the time. So if you're interested in sort of a deeper conversation about scrapbooking, head over there for sure. And I'll try and rekindle this topic over there as well. I'll start up a thread if you're interested. So yeah, definitely check those out. So to start off, I guess I just wanted to give you a bit of a life update for me. I've been posting 2 videos a week pretty consistently, and I'm so shocked actually that I've been able to do that throughout the summer because I've had such a busy summer. Last weekend we went to the lake and had a lot of fun, so you'll be seeing me scrapbook those pictures coming up. My husband and my second anniversary is, well, by the time I post this it'll be past, but it was Tuesday the 16th of August, so that will be fun. Hopefully we'll do something next week because we're pretty busy this week. We've got an off-roading trip coming up, so I'm planning to post this Friday, and so I will actually be on my way to BC right now as you're watching this, and so I'm really excited for that. All these events are super fun for me, but I really love getting great photos and new videos and photos and stuff to do scrapbooking about, and it just gives me more topics to scrapbook about, so I guess that helps motivate me as well, just to smoothly transition into the video topic. As long as I have new photos and fun photos that are bring back good memories for me, I love scrapbooking those, and that really motivates me. But as far as why I actually scrapbook, mainly I do it for me. I just love the creative outlet. I love actually scrapbooking, the process of it. I find it really creative and like nothing else really, and I love looking back on my pages and flipping through my scrapbooks and mini albums and all of those things. It just brings back so many good memories for me, so I really love recording the memories themselves as well. So that's sort of why I scrapbook, I guess. It's pretty simplified there. Maybe if I collect my thoughts, I'll do more of an in-depth sort of review of that and how I got started. But that's why I scrapbook. As far as crafting, such as art journaling or decorating my planner or anything like that, I do it mainly for the creative outlet. Sometimes I don't have the energy to actually make a scrapbook page with a story attached to it, and maybe I just want to get my feelings out in sort of a creative, constructive way. So in that case, art journaling is really good for me because I can just slap stuff on a page without worrying about the layout or the balance. And sometimes I do design a page quite nicely as well for my art journal, but I find it a lot more relaxed, I guess. So that's why I craft. If I'm not feeling energetic enough to actually scrapbook, then sometimes I will just do some other craft. As far as what makes me feel validated, I really try to get validation from my inner self rather than from other people, because the reason I scrapbook is for myself. I know a lot of people are scrapbooking to create albums for future generations, maybe their kids or further down the line. And they are hoping that their kids will keep those scrapbooks. And I do hope the same. I hope that if I have kids, that when they grow up they will cherish my albums that I've created now. I'm sure it will be really cool for them to look back and see what my life was like right now in my 20s. And I mean, I would love to see stories and photos organized like that about my mom or my dad or my grandma or grandpa, any of my family. I would love to see that. And my grandma was a scrapbooker, so I do have some of that stuff, but I think it'll be cool for future generations to see it. But that's not really my main validation or reasoning for doing it. I'm more interested in actually doing it for me and staying in the present. And it might sound selfish, but I don't want to rely on hoping that other people will be interested in it. I know that does make me feel good. It certainly makes me feel validated when that does happen, but I don't want that to be the main reason for scrapbooking. It's a hobby that I love, and I do hope to turn it into a full-time job eventually, hopefully. But for me, it's just so much fun, and I do it for myself. So when I realize how fun it is, and I realize how much I enjoy looking back on my scrapbook pages, that really makes me feel validated. The reason I share on YouTube is to inspire others, of course, so that is a huge part of why I share my projects. And I love inspiring others, and I love getting feedback saying that they've used one of my ideas, or they were inspired just to pick up some scissors and cut up some paper. I love hearing about that, so that really validates and motivates me, I guess, to keep on going. But again, I do it mainly for myself, so I think you'll just have to think about why you do it. If you have different reasoning, that's great. If you do it for your kids or future generations, that's awesome too. We all have our own reasons for why we love this wonderful craft and hobby. And I guess that's pretty much all I have to talk about on this topic. So again, please comment below if you have anything to add, and head over to the Scrap Gals Facebook page. It's not a sponsored video, but I just really love the community and I love their podcast, so check it out as well. I guess one last update. I don't know if you've noticed, but I cut all my hair off. It's been a while since I did a face-to-face video, so I don't know if anyone would have realized that right away unless you know what I look like, but yeah, I cut it all off. I cut off 20 inches of my hair. If you want to see what that looked like before, go check me out on Instagram. I have a photo of me holding up the ponytail that I cut off, and it's pretty long, like it goes down to my belly button. My body doesn't fit in this video, but yeah, my ponytail was very long, so check that out. This is my natural hair color, like the darker brown up here, but I also dyed it to add this sort of bronze color, and it's meant to be an ombre, but I really like how it turned out. So yeah, it's a great summer haircut, and I think it'll be great for, it was awesome this last weekend at the lake. It was so easy to take care of my hair, and it will be great for our off-roading trip coming up too. But I did donate my hair to the Canadian Cancer Society to create wigs. If you're interested in knowing more about that, all I did was Google hair donation in Canada, I think, and it came right up. I went to the Canadian Cancer Society website and it led me to the Pantene address, and I guess Pantene, like the shampoo company, collects the hair and then gets it made into wigs. So that was pretty awesome. I'm liking my new haircut, and I'm happy that I hopefully have spread a bit of light to someone's life. I am praying for all those affected by cancer. I know there's a ton of individuals and families, so just know that my heart is with you, and I hope my donation helps someone. So again, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you have thought a little bit deeper about maybe why you scrapbook or what makes you scrapbook. And again, join in on the conversation. I'd love to hear your feedback. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great week.